Visiting Belle Starr's gravesite offers a unique glimpse into the storied past of one of the Wild West's most infamous outlaws. Nestled in the scenic countryside near Eufaula, Oklahoma, her resting place is a testament to the enduring legends of the American frontier. As you journey to this historic site, you'll step back in time to an era of notorious outlaws and frontier justice, paying homage to the woman known as the Bandit Queen. Whether you're a history enthusiast or simply seeking a memorable excursion, Belle Starr's gravesite provides a captivating destination rich with the tales of the Old West. If you blink, you might miss the turnoff. I've been here before and I missed the turnoff this time. Wouldn't you know it? Myra Maybelle Shirley was born on February 5, 1848, in Carthage, Missouri. Myra would become an infamous American outlaw associated with the American Wild West and started referring to herself as Belle, known as the Bandit Queen. Belle was linked to several well-known outlaws, including Frank and Jesse James and the Younger brothers. Her first husband, Jim Reed, was a known outlaw, and together they engaged in criminal activities. After Jim Reed's death, Belle married Sam Starr, a Cherokee outlaw. Their partnership solidified her involvement in the outlaw world, with their home in Indian Territory, now Oklahoma, becoming a safe haven for criminals. Belle was known for horse theft, robbery, and harboring criminals. She was arrested multiple times, but often evaded long-term imprisonment due to the lack of evidence or the influence of her connections. In 1883, she was convicted of horse theft by hanging Judge Isaac Parker. Let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in a video on Judge Parker. Belle served time in the Detroit House of Corrections, an event that heightened her notoriety. I'm showing you the little parking area. Don't block the driveway, it does lead to someone's residence. Formerly a strong southerly bend in the Canadian River was located here. The course of the river was permanently changed after the construction of the Lake Eufaula Dam in 1964. It is thought that the bend is named for Cole Younger, who served in the Civil War as a member of Contrails Riders and operated in this area in 1862 to 1864. After the war, Cole Younger and his brothers would join Frank and Jesse James to form the James Younger Gang. Although visited by many other famous outlaws at the time, Younger's Bend is best known for the home of Sam and Belle Starr from 1880 to 1889. Both lived here until the separate events of their untimely deaths. It remains the quiet final resting place of Belle Starr. On the Canadian River, far from society, I hope to pass the remainder of my life in peace. I believe Belle succeeded. Belle's final resting spot is serene and peaceful. Follow the little arrow and walk up the wooded trail to reach her grave. The ground was quite soft when I was walking, as the path is not paved. Belle Starr was murdered on February 3, 1889, near her home in Indian Territory. She was shot in the back while riding home from a neighbor's house. Her murder remains unsolved. There were various suspects, including her own son, a feud with a neighbor, a fellow outlaw, or possibly a rejected suitor. Many locals had no doubt that Watson was her murderer, as the tracks led from his farm to the tree where her body lay. She had threatened to turn him in to authorities days before. It makes me wonder what Mr. Watson could have been involved with that Belle would threaten to turn him in. This doesn't sound very plausible to me, a lifelong criminal turning in another fugitive neighbor. It was also speculated that her rocky relationship with her son caused resentment between them. Ed asked to borrow his mother's prized horse, Venus. She denied the request. Ed took the horse anyway, and upon his return, Belle saw the state of her horse and grabbed the whip. She whipped Ed so badly he sought refuge at a neighbor's house. This sounds more plausible to me, as you don't come between a woman and her horse. Whoever it was, they were a coward for shooting a woman in the back. Who do you think killed Belle Starr? It was wild to think that Frank and Jesse James and other outlaws once rode their horses and walked through these same woods. Belle's daughter Pearl had her mother's tombstone engraved with a bell, a star, her horse, as well as a palm. Shed not for her the bitter tear, nor give the heart to vain regret. 'Tis but the casket that lies here. The gem that filled it sparkles yet. It's kind of hard to see it on the tombstone. It needs to be cleaned. I will insert an old photo of the tombstone so you can read it. These old photos show her home near the grave. I'm not sure what year the home was brought down. From my first visit back in 2019, it looks like some vandals have taken the pictures that were on these poles of the gravesite, which doesn't really make sense. Since you're at the gravesite, you can take your own photos. But the pictures are missing from the little frames on the wooden poles. Stealing or vandalizing grave sites is the lowest of the lows. It also brings you bad mojo. Don't do it. People still come and leave Belle little tokens and trinkets. I'm not sure why somebody left their player's card to Caesar's Palace, but they did. I guess you leave whatever you got. Belle Starr always asserted that Cole Younger was the father of her daughter Pearl. For a time, Pearl was a working girl at Miss Laura's in Fort Smith. I'll link my recent video on Miss Laura's if you missed it. Pearl went on to become a successful brothel owner herself and businesswoman. Many people say that Pearl has a resemblance to Cole Younger. I've looked and compared photos, and I think that Pearl's resemblance is so strong to her mother that I personally don't see Cole. Let me know if you think Cole could be Pearl's father. It really is a very pretty resting place. bidded Belle adieu and headed back down the trail. When I was leaving, I noticed some things that were different than my first visit, and if you'll stay tuned, I will show you some pictures that things are different. This is the view when you first enter from the roadway. You park to the right, don't block the driveway, and you enter the trail on the left-hand side. This is the view when leaving. It really is a beautiful area. Before leaving, I did head over to Lake Eufaula. The dam is close by. And the day I was there, it was just a trickle. There was not a lot of water coming out of the dam. The wooden fence and post are gone. The wooden walkway is still there. This sign's gone. It's no longer there. This sign is no longer there. Stay on the marked trail, not there. Enter at your own risk, that's missing. There's me. The post I mentioned earlier with the pictures missing, this is what they looked like back in 2019. Thank you for coming along with this journey to Belle Starr's grave. Let me know if you've been there, and I appreciate you watching. Until next time, bye for now.